Hi guys, today's a video talking about your journey with the manifestation process and specifically how you're handling it and things that could possibly be causing a delay. So this is not a kind of warning or anything like that. You can always turn things back around in your favor, but it's good to be aware of little things throughout your day that you might be doing that could be causing a delay or a small hurdle in your manifesting experience. That's what I'm going to get into today, and it was inspired by a recent comment and discussion with my clients and something that I haven't quite touched upon in a video all on itself. So I'm excited to talk to you guys about this today. Mix that up there for a second. If you enjoy this and this is the kind of topic you want to hear more about, then please do thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you can be one of the first people to hear about my latest uploads. I do also offer some extras for you guys to engage with more, because obviously I'm not going to give out free coaching in the comments or anything. I do give a lot of free content, so you're never obligated to pay. But if you do want your questions specifically answered, then you can work with me one-on-one. You can start at just £2.99 a month with my membership, because the exclusive monthly Q&A is coming up any day now, so you want to be subscribed and a member for that if you want to see the questions answered, because it's more things that I think will cater to your questions as well. I think everyone kind of has the same queries day to day about manifesting, so everything will be answered in those videos. You can work with me one-on-one. My coaching will be on screen, so do pause the video in these intros, because everything will be listed of how to get in touch with me there. So yeah, you can work with me one-on-one and also receive 50% off a coaching package, which is a huge major discount, and I'm running this for the time being. I don't know if or when I will get rid of this offer, so you want to stay tuned, not stay tuned, but you do want to make the most of this offer while it lasts. And that is if you buy the SP Masterclass. It is a 8-page guide to manifesting your SP. So yeah, take a look if you're interested. And now let's start the video. So what could be causing a delay for you? This is something that triggers you. Anything that incites mental resistance, which is totally normal, by the way. You're not supposed to be, if you're going for like a genuine end result and achieving a life goal, and it's not just like, oh, I want my head to grow a little bit. I'm talking like real significant tick off the list life goals, then it's normal and you're supposed to have a little bit of resistance and be a little bit triggered, because it's not something that the conscious mind should consider just a normal, natural, everyday, boring activity. It's like, oh yeah, we're getting married to SP. Okay, so what? Your mind is going to be like amazed and taken aback by that. So it's totally normal, and you're not meant to fully believe it. You're not meant to think this is the most realistic thing in the world. It's meant to feel like something that you're working towards and that you're creating for yourself. So it's totally normal if you're going to the end result goal to feel a little bit triggered. So don't panic or worry, because this it will subside and you can get rid of it and work through it perfectly. You just need to put in the effort, and I'm going to talk more about that in this video. Whether it's your own 3D circumstances or somebody else's, it could easily trigger you. So today's all about things that you should avoid, triggers to avoid. And as I said, it could be your own experiences, and I'll get into more of, how to handle that later in the video, but basically it could be someone else's. And the reason you would be triggered is it could tie into either subconscious old beliefs or memories, basically mental resistance that has come about from limiting beliefs. So whether it's something that has built up over time and you've just believed it about relationships, a person, your appearance, your finances, things build up over years and over time from things other people say, other people do, things you mentally experience, and your emotional experiences. Maybe there's past trauma that is filtering into that. So it's totally normal to have some type of limiting belief, or if you get triggered, that is, some type of limiting belief or an old memory and old assumption that is, still present in your mind to be affecting you. But the reason it could trigger you from someone else is because you're seeing them experience it. So let's say you feel traumatized by your breakup with your SP, and this is the love of your life, you're manifesting marriage with them, or just commitment, and you see someone else, whether it's online or a friend, say that they're going through the exact same type of situation, they had a really traumatic breakup and XYZ happened, then your mind will get triggered. Emotionally you will feel triggered, and that's totally okay. You're a human, that's just the way you react. But over time you will be able to train yourself out of that and literally revise those memories. So a trigger and like temporary roadblock does tie into your own personal subconscious beliefs. And the reason you don't want it to be brought out by someone else is because, you know, you're dealing with enough from your own mind. You don't want to have to deal with negativity from external sources as well. So at the beginning of your journey, when you're just starting out with manifesting that specific goal that you maybe were struggling a little bit with mentally and you're feeling the resistance come up, it's good to analyze at that point what you're doing, what you're engaging with, you know, what are your thoughts. I have written down here a couple examples of things that you can, you know, maybe later take out a notebook and write out some points and, you know, answer these questions for yourself. So what type of music? What type of films? What conversations, you know, what's the quality of those conversations, and what are you engaging with on social media? So all of these things that you're watching or mentally engaging with in one way or another, are they positive? You know, what's the content? What's the type? Is it things that trigger you? So these are the little things throughout your day you want to be aware of, and I'm not saying you have to completely cut these things out and like permanently avoid them because it's gonna, you know, all hell will break loose. Absolutely not. But it is something you want to be aware of and either limit. If you do enjoy it, just try and, you know, limit and reduce your use. So let's say you're watching a horror film, or, you know, just something that gives you a little bit of anxiety or triggers you in one way or another. Just be aware of your thoughts. So if you start being brought back to old memories or assumptions, pause, take a moment and try and flip it around. And it's kind of common sense, you know, if you're feeling negative or anxious and it's not something you particularly enjoy doing and it's giving you some kind of negative after effect, just stop doing it, limit your use. And remember that you're never obligated to do or say something that makes you feel bad. You can have boundaries, you can have, you know, standards for the way you go about your life. Don't feel pressured to have to do something. If it triggers you, if it makes you feel really bad, that's probably a sign in your mind and body telling you, you know, this doesn't feel right. So just listen to your gut instinct and try and think, you know, what's the most positive thing I can engage with in this context? Things like, you know, horror films, as I said, tragedies, sad love songs, you know, mainly thinking about Taylor Swift, but there's, you know, country music, things like that. Adele, you know, anything like that, anything that's going to bring back a negative memory. If you are easily triggered, then you should probably be avoiding that kind of thing until you can get to a more balanced point. The best thing you can do, and there is always a way to control this mentally and get a really positive long-term effect, is to stay on top of your mental diet. Flip the thoughts around, don't feed into it, don't spiral, don't let yourself sit and just let the negativity flood out of you. Just try and catch it, you know, like when you get a pimple, a spot coming up, you immediately put some kind of products on it, right? Like as soon as I see a bump, I'm doing everything I can. I'm putting tea tree serum, I'm putting spot cream, I'm trying toothpaste, you know, I am nipping it in the bud. So try your best to apply your mental diet wherever you can. And finally, do remember that it takes time to build up positive habits and positive beliefs. So you just need to build onto those daily habits. It takes persistence. I say this all the time, repetition and persistence are key. This is how you're going to create long-term permanent results. So try and be patient and understand that it's okay to get triggered, and you can do your best to every day build up this habit of flipping it around, catching it and stopping the thought from really spiraling and like deepening that assumption that you have about the negative thing. So yeah, try and acknowledge and analyze what's triggering me in my life, what am I engaging with day to day, and see what you can do to turn it around into a positive habit. So that is today's video. I hope you enjoyed and found this useful. If you did, then please do thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye!